The entire Shiba Inu army is fired up, and it's becoming almost uncontrollable. The fear that had gripped the market just days ago has disappeared in an instant. In its place, there's energy, excitement, and an overwhelming sense that something massive is building. A huge Shiba Inu buying spree has just been seen on Coinbase, and this isn't your average uptick in interest. No, this is something far more calculated, deliberate, and powerful. Whales are moving, analysts are sounding the alarm, and the sentiment across the community is electric. Many are calling this the first real step toward a major breakout that could finally push Shiba Inu into its next era. Today has been one of the wildest for Shiba Inu in recent memory. Yes, the price is technically down if you're just glancing at the charts, but what's happening underneath the surface tells a completely different story. It's a story of preparation, positioning, and potential. The community is acting like a switch has been flipped. From quiet holders to loud believers, people are rallying with conviction. And based on the volume and activity we're seeing, they may just be right. Let's talk about what's unfolding on Coinbase. A significant and sudden buy-in of Shiba Inu just took place. This wasn't retail buyers stacking a few thousand tokens. This was serious money. A whale, or possibly multiple whales, swept up a massive amount of Shiba Inu and quickly moved it off the exchange. That kind of activity only means one thing: long-term positioning. Whales don't make these kinds of moves unless they're betting on something bigger. And this wasn't an isolated incident either. There's been a wave of such transactions, signaling a growing confidence that Shiba Inu is about to make a move. One respected analyst broke it down further, pointing out a critical shift on the charts. The panic that had overwhelmed the market just a few days ago? It's gone. Completely erased. The fear has been replaced with something new: hope, excitement, and bullish conviction. Investors who were on edge are now standing firm. Buyers are holding their ground, forming what analysts describe as a solid launchpad just below the current price. Resistance still lies ahead, but the energy behind Shiba Inu is starting to build, and if it breaks the next level, it could unleash a new wave of momentum, similar to what we saw during previous meme coin rallies. And let's not forget, those rallies happen fast. When Shiba Inu moves, it doesn't tiptoe. It rockets. Now, it wouldn't be fair to ignore the broader market picture. According to several reports, nearly $300 million worth of crypto was liquidated in recent days. And yes, Shiba Inu was caught in that wave, losing nearly 6%. The correction started earlier this week after a promising rally ran into a wall around May 12th. Since then, Shiba Inu has had a tough run, closing red 5 out of the last 6 days. That's a lot of investors taking profits and exiting short-term positions. But what's fascinating is that the token still hasn't broken down. Here's where it gets interesting. According to on-chain data, there are around 25 trillion Shiba Inu tokens being held by roughly 34,000 wallets, all bought within the current narrow price range. That's a huge concentration of tokens essentially sitting idle. These holders aren't panicking, but they're not buying more either. They're in a wait-and-see mode. The entire supply is locked in a pressure cooker. One major push, one piece of good news, and all that waiting could erupt into action. And based on what just happened, that action may already be starting. New data from Arkham shows that over $1.6 million worth of Shiba Inu, equivalent to more than 106 billion tokens, was just pulled out of a Coinbase hot wallet and sent to an unknown address. This wasn't a regular user making a casual transfer. This was serious capital being moved into what appears to be a new or dormant wallet. No other tokens. No history. No prior activity. This is strategic accumulation. Someone is placing a bet on Shiba Inu, and they're doing it quietly. Why is this important? Because when that much crypto is removed from exchanges and stored privately, it almost always points to long-term confidence. They're not looking to sell tomorrow. They're preparing to wait it out, possibly anticipating a major rally. The tighter the supply becomes, the more susceptible the price becomes to quick surges. If another wave of buying pressure hits, and there are fewer tokens available to trade, the price could explode upwards in no time. This kind of behavior doesn't go unnoticed. Other whales are watching. Investors follow the money, and when a major player makes a move like this, it creates a ripple effect. People begin to trust. Sentiment begins to shift. Momentum builds. And that's exactly what one prominent trader, MBT, is pointing out. According to him, the real pump hasn't even started yet. What we've seen so far, the spikes, the excitement, the minor rallies, that's all just noise. The real action is still coming. He says Shiba Inu is sitting directly under a major invisible wall, a trend line that has held the price down for weeks. But it's getting weaker. And once that wall breaks, it could trigger the kind of momentum that turns sideways trading into a vertical climb. From May 10th through the 19th, Shiba Inu has been bouncing up and down, caught in a tight range. Every time it tries to push up, short-term traders take profit and pull it back. But despite all that, the token has held strong support. That's key. The floor hasn't fallen out. In fact, one of those support zones has been tested 3 times now and each time it held. That's what's known in trading as a triple bottom, a strong indicator that buyers are stepping in at key levels and absorbing the sell pressure. That's a bullish signal. And while retail investors have been cautious, whale wallets have been expanding. According to data from Into the Block, mid-level investors have been selling off, but whale holdings have grown significantly over the past month. That's a major divergence. It suggests that while some are getting scared, the biggest and smartest money is quietly accumulating. And they're not doing it for short-term gains. They're building positions for something bigger. The community is buzzing, the whales are preparing, the technical setup is forming, and the fundamentals, well, they're as strong as they've ever been. What comes next could be one of the biggest chapters in Shiba Inu's story. So if you're seeing red candles and wondering if it's time to walk away, maybe take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Because underneath all the noise, something very real is happening. And when it finally breaks the trend line holding it back, it might just fly again. What do you think about all this? Is Shiba Inu preparing for its next big move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious to keep up with every update, make sure to click on one of the videos now on your screen. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a major Shiba Inu update. One headline can make a world of difference. Share this video with your friends. Let's spread the word. The energy is rising, and this might just be the start of something big.